All Biafrans all over the world, I greet you all. I am Akpan Asukwo. I project from Biafran Radical Freedom TV. If you are if you find yourself within the former Eastern region under the Nigerian state, and today you are still finding it difficult to accept that you are Biafran, I don't need to condemn you. But for as long as you have existed, what are you so proud about where you are now? Many people who go with this passport, this green passport, Nigerian passport, traveled overseas to even Asian world. They are treated, they know how they are treated. Some of us who have our relatives, even beyond anywhere in the world where you find yourself. Those of us who are here, we know what we are passing through. Those things that the government is supposed to provide for people, those who are in academic world, those who are graduates, those who should be working class, those who are into business, there is no way, unless you find yourself from one royal class, from one big class, rich homes, or you are found a member of your family or a friend is into political cycle. If not, you find it difficult to survive. Is that how the people should continue? I want to tell you today. Then if you say you are a Biafran, you accept that name Biafra, and you are yet to, you say you accept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for those of you who have accepted him, because some of you is when he was captured, when he was kidnapped, that you begin to talk about him. Good and fine. If you say you are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then what reason do you have not to follow Mazi Simon Ekpa? Okay, you are being skeptical. Oh, you don't want to be fooled. Okay, you feel he is a government agent. Then who is not the government agent that you want to follow? If you said you followed him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and today you are confused, you don't know whom to follow again, why are you confused? Why exactly are you confused? Are you confused that all the accusations you've heard labeled against Simon Ekpa, that you have found any of them verified or that can stand the living daylight? Have you seen anything accused of him that is true? Then if you are told that he is constituting nuisance, constituting terror in our region, and you are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please, what parts, how exactly is he constituting nuisance? Formation of the militia group, the military outfit of the Biafran struggle, how? Is he the first person that did that? Oh, some of you say he is enforcing sit at home. Those of them who are attacking him that is enforcing sit at home, they still go around making videos in the streets of Biafran land those days, telling Biafrans, telling the world that these people are not really, nobody is sitting at home. Then if he is enforcing it with guns, as all those accusations are, then why is it that those people who are not making those videos are not died? Let's not even dwell there. If till today you believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you still say you don't believe in Mazi Simon Ekpa, Your problem is very, very complex, because there is an element of delusion, there's an element of insincerity, self-insincerity, there's element of, hate, there's element of a nepotism, because I found out that a lot of you say, oh, he is from a Ebonyi state. It's very, very shameful. Some people say, oh, why not from Anambra? What nonsense. Anambra how? Who gave you the name Anambra? You said you are a smart person. Who gave you the name Anambra? Is there any Igbo traditional name or any kind of Igbo heritage that is Anambra? Is there any Efik heritage, any Ibibio heritage, any Anang heritage, any Anang, any Ika trace, or any ancestral name and sound? Let's not even go homophonic. Is there any such name? Is there any name like Abia? All these things, you say you are learned, you say you are smart, you say you are intelligent, but you are still at this level after all the education that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave us, all the schooling. And today you are still laying hold on Anambra Abia. Oh, he is not Abia, he is not Anambra. Oh, why should he be a boy? What a boy? If you have said, oh, he is not from Okposhi, if you have said, oh, this is not an Anang man, we will now begin to listen to you. Then why the Anang man? Why the Ibibio man? But this one, some of you are saying, oh, he's from Ebonyi. Oh, Abba, what nonsense. And the people that bring in this kind of delusional, that sentiment, ideology, they hate you, they don't like you. Most times this comes from the DOS, this body that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created as DOS, with a very good intention, unknown to him that he was going to have monsters who are hell-bent on frustrating every bit of his steps to this restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. There in the court the other day, I saw the man who is saying that who is supposed to be the ESN commander. The other day he was mocking himself. He was, after all the gibberishes, all the nonsense he wrote on the social media, the Benjamin Madowonketa. You saw him now. He is trying to see how he will now begin to sweep a camp, identify with the current barristers again. He's coming to snap pictures. I saw him. Now, they told you, oh, he is from a boy state. Which state would have been best? You said Anambra. Why Anambra? Wasn't Nnamdi Kanu's second in command not from Anambra? What did he do? This is not a matter of where anyone hails from. Then you are the one talking about, why won't the next in command be from Akwa Ibom State? Like, if you want to call on that. All those things don't. From Iguacha. Why? Where God chooses a leader to come from. You are running away from the Nigerian system, and you want to still bring this bias into our struggle. You are bringing all this rejected. These are the things that we are running away from. You are bringing them back. What? You will see the other Okenyana Gwofe, the guy that is in Turkey. They call Onyebuchiku. Okay, Onyebuchi is the one with the open teeth that is acting like Onyena Pwap. Every day he is working in Rapture Media with always backing like a mad unketa. You know, that's why you have them, all of them. If I check all of them that are in that DOS, have you? No, let's see. Come, fellow Biafrans, let us keep aside betrayal. The issue of betrayal, because it's not everybody. A lot of them have not even seen China Sanwó-Olu before. A lot of them have not even seen Chika Dozier before. All of them are just about recharge card, and so a lot of them are in the media. That the people that are constituting nuisance, a lot of them are not anywhere, have never in any way sat down with these people they are protecting, because they have been. There are those of them whom, because they had passion, so they felt that's what they call in Greek phrase what you would say status quo antecedent. Status, the order, formal order, how the things is done from beginning, from that ancient day, it must remain in that way. So even if things are changing, there are developments, there are modalities that are coming up, you just have to keep to that old way. That is some of them. That is their problem. So we understand them. They are opposed to change. And it is very difficult for you to say you are opposed to change and you are pushing for change. Because whether you call it revolution, whether you call it a freedom quest, you know, it is all a call for change. If the way things are done, if you are okay with how things are done, that was why Wolo Soyinka, if you watched, I posted a particular video. I've been battling with YouTube, so that's why I have pulled down a lot of my videos. In that video, Wolo Soyinka said, I don't know if I can bring it in. Wolo Soyinka said in that video that when they were interviewing him, he said, what was I saying? He said that this Biafran thing, there is no how Nigerian government will say they don't want the change, they don't want the freedom of the Biafran people. If they don't want freedom, let us revert back to the colonial days. It is because there was need for freedom. That was why the Nigerian nationalists, the Nnamdi Azikiwes, the Awolowos, the Anton Anahoros, why they had to push for, there was need for change. And change will never be to a particular person's lenses all the time. So the breed of change we need now is because we, the Biafran people, have seen that we are very highly progressive set of people. We cannot allow ourselves any further to drag ourselves below our standard. We are progressive people. We are developmental. We are producers. We are technologists. We are scientists. We are economy boosters. We have all it takes to stabilize a government and an economy in a very short space of time. But we have been dragged backward to ancient, to stone days, to stone ages, by our continuous existence in this unproductive political, economic, and social milieu. That is the truth. Everything surrounding the state of Nigeria, there is no particular facade of Nigerian national life that one can boast about. If you know, tell us. So now, if you say you are now, that according to Wolo Soyinka, if Nigerian government say they don't want us to go, they are opposed to freedom, the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, then they need to quickly come to table immediately and revert everybody back to colonial days. Let us go and surrender back to the white man. But because you cannot stop freedom. Soyinka said, Wolo Soyinka said, I was only surprised that it took this long after the Ojukwu days to come, to have a real Biafra. That was, you see, when we, all those years we had with Rafa Wazuke, a lot of the social commentators, nobody wants to remember Rafa Wazuke. But they saw sincerity in the hands of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And this Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now, with his spiritual awareness, his spiritual consciousness, his intellectual consciousness, his suprado intelligence, told you that he has perused through all the circumstances surrounding this freedom quest. Just before he came to this realization, He once told all that he was looking for 100 men. After telling you he was looking for 100 men, he began to scold the ones with him in the DOS. He scolded them at different times. Are you going to be hiding your face to say you are pursuing freedom? Are you going to remain in Kuwait? Will they give you their Kuwaiti passport? At different times, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu chided them. He said he have not seen, all the people he's seen is betrayers and women. He has not seen anyone. The day he came across Mazi Simon Ekpa, the same, and some of you, your problem is you are opposed to change. Okay, because somebody joined you newly. That's why everybody, the world today is moving away from civil service corporation, civil service commission. Everybody is going into public service corporation, where what matters is result. Who amongst you, whether you are coming to this office today, you are resuming with this company today, or you have been with this company for 50 years ago, who is the person that can deliver the deliverable? Who is the person with the capacity to bring about positive change? Who can turn the hands of time? Who can turn the economic fortune? Who can bring about greater economic fortune? Now, in our case, it's not just about economic fortune. Who can turn around the whole table to our own interest? Who has what it takes? Who has the military? You cannot do anything freedom without military experience. It's not possible, because there must be need for it. You cannot do anything without administrative experience. You cannot turn the tables of anything freedom anywhere without having a very good knowledge of how economy is run, how political system is run. And Abiaporo Dodos, the Gorala Agwo, Nosia Asia, Nosia Europe, Isi Goro, that has nothing to offer. They are fighting leadership, command and control. Command, and you, who do you want to command? That is, whom do you want to command? If you are sincere to yourself, you will see that the people that are evil, you can even see, it's just like the same thing that is happening in the Nigerian system. How do you want to bring a carpenter to be the minister of science and technology? A carpenter. And you want to bring a nurse, somebody that did nothing all his life, to be the driver of economy, the minister of economy. And because your brother is the PDP chairman or APC chairman, now your Otolensi bricklayer brother, a confirmed Otolensi bricklayer brother, will be in charge of a public burial. Then the transportation system will be a grammar blowing barrister, retired barrister. Retired charge and bear barrister, because he has a contact, he has connection. How do you want to make the Minister of Road and Transportation, or you carry Fashola, you make Fashola to be your Minister of Transportation? What is his business with this? Always putting a round hole in a square, using a square peg to fit in a round hole. Of course, it will never fit in very well. It will never lap. This is something you bring a retired Krigo, that was into his apprenticeship, boy. He was doing his boy, and he was busy constituting nuisance, disturbing his master in Mozambique. Bossy boy duredu, ebo de zuri, ne sangro, amuro naze yanko. Or maybe because we tell you for go 5 years. But here Kenya go through because 2 million. Unu ya make we goes the guru. South Africa. Manko like that is the person that in this see them want to make coordinator. I am a defender park. That is the problem. Imagine mkpuru mmiri uru agụ And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent a memo. He said, reinstate all those coordinators that are appointed by me. And the Anomano here, you call your leaders. They are fighting leadership. Every one of them, every one of them that are in that US leadership, who are confusing people, who are busy. But thank God, everything is working out in divine arrangement. Everything is working like divine. It's divinely arranged. That's why people are following. As we speak, Zuzu. This is over 6 million people have voted here at home. Oh, how will you organize your own referendum by yourself? How will you monitor? You are having a country where you want to be free from. The country told you that your continuous stay with them, your unity, that the marriage you are into with them, you did not go into that marriage with your clear eye. Say that marriage you cannot go out. You don't even have any right to negotiate it. That you must, now we die here. And you are saying political solution. And this person said, if anything, the name relating to that freedom, IPOB, is terrorism. You are still saying a political solution. And they are still telling you, we cannot negotiate. Don't mention the name IPOB. If you mention it, you are a terrorist. And you are still calling political solution. Okay, for now, in Ananko. All the people that are doing their media, check. I want to ask you. Go and check all the people in their media work. Look at the Fulani child. Every day he comes to make fool of himself. Look at the Anomano. Look at the one the mmiri is calling 7,000 teeth. You see what is? He said that the DOS are not interested. Them in the DOS, they are not interested in the Biafran freedom. That's what he said. I'm not ready to play any of their videos. That the DOS, they are not interested in their what they are doing is creation of awareness. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we have created awareness and we are to enter another phase. We are to enter another phase of the struggle. And he said, there's somebody that he knows that can handle it. At this level, there is one that will handle this. And the name is Mazi Simon Ekpa. They say, oh, he is from Ebonyi State. Oh, he has not been with us in this struggle. Oh, he must accept command and control. Oh, he must sign O2. We must sign the conduct to Guru. Oh, what nonsense. And the person that called you in, that you should be loyal to, without any reserve, has said what should happen. And you are busy. You want to contend with him. The one on Abaka Madi Isigodubo, the one that Paul Achebe, that one seems to be battling with the DOS. He feels he's no more satisfied with how they are going. He is no more satisfied. And today, he said, who will now protect our political leaders? Why our political leaders they are helpless? Our political leaders they don't know why they are helping us. Who will protect them? And doesn't that tell you that there is so much confusion in the head of everyone that has anything to do with that US? Paul Achebe said, who will protect our political leaders? Then who are his political leaders? That is where the question should be coming from. Kedu ụmụ ọtanchichi fanya ụmụ ekwensu niile n'ebe a bịanụ na watch unu think orugo mgbe unu yeje nwe God you I think it's time for you to get admitted because unu yenwe high BP nnukwu because we cannot stop telling the truth. Fellow dear friends, you can see the comment from ụmụ ekwensu. These are the defenders of iniquity. I am not going to block you. I want you to get more high BP now. The kind of people who are doing their media work. The other of my brother who said he's a philosopher. He said, oh, I got a message I'm going to know here China and slave who now. China and slave is all and all. Oxygen na opposing the Apison and I die Biafra. Oh, Ngwano. And now they can know that you said you are following. Who is holding the light? Told you that one of the big reasons I jabapu here is that Nanya Chok and down force into 8 boys in Anaha. Anya Chok can there force into 8 boys in Anaha because all fulanization agenda. And had serious about it. Then how come it is the trauma of God on the night we see and away in Biafra? Kagini me. Then the same one of you who are your media front runners said that you are not working for the restoration of Biafra. Hey, no matter about speed. You are not working for the restoration of Biafra. What you are working is you want to give conscientize the people. You are educating the people. What do you know that you want to educate? Kesi mkpuru mmiri. Ụmụ ekwensu. Ọ bụ kesi mkpuru mmiri. Look at the people that are their DOS barrister Carol White. I have a heart attack. Ịma ọ dị ka gọọmenti si na ya akwụsị Carol White. Anything Caro. Na ya akwụsị ya. Nke mgbe gọọmenti kwuchara ife a, it coincided with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's last court case. Carol White obi na-enwuzi ọkụ. Ọ na-aba. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he defend on where if not to essence of inwezi barrister. And the ụmụ ekwensu asị na ha na-protect DOS. Ụmụ sewage rats they are still saying that DOS is wise. DOS are wise. And they are Carol White DOS lawyer. They are wise. The person you said you are protecting, you are the litigant too. You are the legal luminary defending him. You were busy cooperating with his enemies that want to nail him. Once you started his case, you are now going to purchase a party form. We go talk them every day. You now go to bring monies in big bundles. You know, I say go carry, ego akalia, maybe this year, ego no return, our leader, but he will still come out. High BP is because you shut every door that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk to Biafrans, every door that will make Biafrans to get their hopes alive. Because you know that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak to Biafrans, once Biafran people know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his brain is still very intact, that you are at loss. You wanted him to be out of the media. You wanted him to be not to have any way of communicating the people. Because you want people to be tired. You want some people to feel he won't come out again and then submit to the old order where we were running away from. And some people now began to shout obedience. All for some of you who don't, I have a program for the P2B. For some of you who run to go to say obedience that are now regretting. No, we are not blaming you. It is the handiwork of Carol White and his DOS associates, the one Nigeria Biafran agitators. That it is their handiwork. Because they make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of the people's sight. They begin to even chip in some rumors that made people feel maybe Onyendu is no more alive. A lot of people were giving up. Then they began to bring all kinds of blackmail against Simon Ekpa. They began to sell all kinds of blackmail. Sometimes they will even go just to fall Simon Ekpa's integrity. when there will be sit at home. Some of them will bring video, camera, and the video where they clothe people in outfits, put them red, where them give them guns to go and be buying people. They video it and give it to Simon Ekpa, that he's the one that sent people, because Simon Ekpa want to restore the Biafran state. And that is what they don't want. They don't want the restoration of Biafran state, because they are still cashing out. If they restore the Biafran state, how would they cash out? Because a lot of them are totally empty. Their skull is just only skull there. There are no good fluid that helps for human acumen and logics. That's why the way they reason, the kind of life they bring forward, everything, it's always absurd that these things are not in any way logical. You want to destroy Simon Ekpa. What does it benefit you? You that have not any share, you don't have any share in this top betrayal of Onyendu. You have no share. But you just want to make sure that those people are still held as good people. You still want them to be painted in the good lights as a good people. What do you stand to gain? What do you stand to gain? Check all the people that are doing their media work for them. Is any of them, when they kiss them, check it, from the game one. The other day, oh, this one is always there going to wash himself dirty. This one is calling this one 7,000 teeth. This one is calling. That is interest, selfish interest supersedes the collective interest. Before them, it is themselves, and themselves. That is why the Manu and how only the DOS leaders are always sending them to come. Mmiri have done everything to rubbish the family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. 7 have threatened the family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The guy in Germany, the Fulani child, have threatened the family of Mazen and insulted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu family severally. All of them, every now and then, the one that calls himself China's and one slave is busy. Everything that he thinks and wakes up with is how to rubbish. Oh, this one is fine boy. Oh, this one is. Imagine that. Imagine that. They are taking the advantage of we being a peaceful people. Advantage of Master Simon Ekpa trying to keep to Onyendu's instruction. If not, it's not as if they are anything to. They cannot contend with our food in any way. They cannot. They are not in any way any match. What do they have? At least the Fulani child have come to confess. He has come to confess. Not only him. A lot of them in the DOS at Makarat Group. They said they don't know how Simon is getting all this kind of ngwaya. And every weekend, Simon Ekpa keep upgrading it. Every weekend, he keep upgrading it. When I tell you every weekend, the gamma be you know if you block now. He block or see abanye. He can't choose isi abanye. Ebe I say I respect Onyendu's instruction. It doesn't mean na mgbe ya bịa kwuchi ụzọ I say agafe moto na high speed. Na ya akuto gị ya ada. Because you cannot stand our way. I want to tell you all fellow Biafrans who said you are confused. Simon Ekpa is a very sincere, at least for now that I know. He's a very sincere, he is the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu most trusted that you hear. Aloye Jimako is the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu most trusted that Karuwait was giving to himself. Imagine that you, assuming that you are the most trusted. So you had that temerity to stab him at the back. Because he trusted you. Look at Madobunkida. Madobunkida is now coming to snap pictures with with our lawyers. Ndị otu. You are confusing our people. Unu ndị na-eme unu atụbere ego i vote go mbe vote bekwa m nna this Biafran unu ụfọdụ bịa sị gị na afa onye ndị apụtago na afa update. They make mockery of what we are doing. Afa na wetego Biafra na afa. They will be asking you all sort of ajụjụ nzuzu, mockery questions. Mana udo dịkwa. Udo dị. Otu o si na dị. Amakwa ebe emere ya. Oh, see from Ebonyi State. Okay. Go on, KBC. Isi Abia State, okay? Isi KBC dị, Imo State. Isi Anambra. Afa state iwe na afa. Tell me that Biafran land, that any state in Biafran land that can match Ebonyi State in terms of infrastructural development. Let us be specific. Tell me that state, especially in Igbo, that can contest or can stand in any kind of assessment with Ebonyi State. No, none. He's from Ebonyi State. Arrant nonsense. He is from Ebonyi State, yes. You from where? Kedifana, but spell. Kedebe de Ebonyi State. Kedebe de Enugu State. Enugu. You are claiming you are from Enugu now. You are in Ebonyi State. How is your own state better than their own state? It is only your state now, that your state Enugu now, that has gone to, forfeit, upon the acts of the parliament. The legislature said they are passing anti-grazing law in all the southeastern states and other southwestern states. They passed, including the southwestern states, or anti-grazing law. They signed it and they made a concrete statement, definite statement, that everybody must be bounded by this. The Oluwalemba today has gone to upturn it. Oh, he said, Fulani, they fool, just because he wants to be seen in the good light of the Fulani. Because they control the political state. They control the politics of the zoological state. You must know, you must define what you want. You must define your stance. You must not be allowed by those riffraffs who are more or less the appendage of the political halotry state that we are running away. Fellow Biafrans, so that we will still have to come in for other programs. I know so 44 or 4 on for that for each or one noon up and up. I don't have money. Thank you. God bless you.